For those of you guys that don't know, I am a Laker fan. I'm also fairly delusional as a result of my Laker fandom. So over the offseason, a lot of Laker fans thought that they were gonna get, well, everyone. And actually, this wasn't only this offseason. I think this has been happening since, I don't know, 2012, 2013. 2013, we thought we were keeping Dwight Howard. We lost him. 2015, we thought we were getting LaMarcus Aldridge. We didn't get him. We thought we were gonna get Carmelo Anthony. He didn't sign with us. We thought we were getting Paul George this past offseason. That didn't happen either. And in fact, it doesn't even look like it's gonna happen at the end of this season, but who knows what's to happen. The latest rumor that started from last offseason is LeBron James is destined to come to the Lakers. Personally, I don't put too much stock into these rumors. It just, I don't know, if it doesn't take a genius to figure out that every single time a rumor like this came out, it didn't actually come true. The only thing that does seem to come true is whatever that comes out of LeVar Ball's mouth. Let's go! Which is kind of comical and at the same time ironic. Kind of makes you think that the NBA is rigged. Is the NBA rigged? Today what we're gonna do is a what if. Yeah, one of those videos. Yeah.
Yeah! You're a little too heavy, buddy.
Yeah!
We're going down.
Yeah! We're gonna see what were to happen if LeBron James actually went to the Lakers. What would happen to the Lakers and the Cavaliers if this signing were to happen? Only one way to find out. At the same time, we're gonna see what's to happen to the Cavaliers, as they still have a fairly decent team and a very promising team. They have Isaiah Thomas, Kevin Love, Dwayne Wade, although D-Wade's probably likely to leave and probably join his best bud in LA, right? But on top of that, they have Brooklyn's first round pick and it's unprotected. So look to see Marvin Bagley, Michael Porter Jr., or Luka Doncic on their team. What if LeBron James were to sign with the Los Angeles Lakers? Let's see and find out. So let's simulate to the trade deadline with the Los Angeles Lakers, shall we? And jump in G-golly willikers. Look, wait, what's going on? Okay, I don't get this. All right, now they're winning. Now they're starting to win. Hey, when we didn't have LeBron, we beat the Wizards. Start winning, please. Goodness, it's like everything the Lakers touch turns to dust. Hey, at least we beat D'Angelo. But honestly, I'm excited. The Lakers finally got a free agent. They never do that. They just trade and force good players to join their team against their will usually. Now that I think of it, it's kind of depressing. Kind of like, you know, yeah, you have no choice but to join LA. It's not that great players want to come to LA. It's like they have a gun pointed to their head. Join LA or else. And then they go tell other free agents, hey, look, LA has a storied franchise with greats. So we're going to start the first half simulation with the Lakers, and we're going to do the second one with the Cavaliers. While I'm doing this video, guys, feel free to suggest any what if scenarios to me in the comment section down below. If you guys could take a second to like this video to support my comeback, that'd be great also. And of course, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. I'm gonna shout out new subscribers on my channel every single day that I upload a video. We lose to the Rockets. We look like we're 6th in the conference so far, which is better than what we typically would be, but I'd expect more from a combo of LeBron and Lonzo. Looks like we're going on a win streak now. Okay, there we go. They're finally hitting their groove. They finally got their mojo, but the question remains, is this team good enough to beat the Golden State Warriors? Think about it. All it is Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, Julius Randle, Brook Lopez, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and LeBron James. Is that enough to beat Kevin Durant, Draymond Green, and Steph Curry? I don't really think so, but we're gonna have to wait and find out. It would be nice though. And also bear in mind, we have to go through the OKC Thunder, which we lost against. We got to go against the Houston Rockets. The entire Western Conference is freaking stacked. We have to go up against the Timberwolves. Meanwhile, in the East, looks like the Cavs are doing fine. In fact, the Cavs are doing better than the Lakers. But honestly, the East is significantly weaker than the West, and we all know that. But let's see how the Cavaliers are doing. I feel like the team of Isaiah Thomas, Dwayne Wade, Kevin Love is good enough to compete in the East. And honestly, if these players were to team up with one another, say like 2-3 years ago, I'm sure, well, prior to Kevin Love also becoming LeBron James' sidekick, I'm sure we think that they can contend. It looks like the Cavaliers are holding steady in second place. But honestly, again, one of the reasons I think the Kyrie Irving trade worked out so well for the Cavaliers, despite it not looking so good for them currently, is the fact that they do have this pretty much guaranteed top 5 pick for insurance in case LeBron does leave. And if he doesn't leave, then they have a player to develop alongside LeBron James. So that's going to be great for the Cavaliers regardless. And based off of how the lottery has gone in the past, I actually will not be surprised in the least bit if the Cavaliers were to win this. Remember, they have the 8th best chance to win the NBA lottery in 2014 when Andrew Wiggins, Jabari Parker, and Joel Embiid declared, and that was considered to be a very hyped draft, although it didn't really fulfill its potential if you ask me. So you can see at the end of the season, the Lakers finished 5th, which is an improvement, but of course they added LeBron to their squad. James Harden finished with the MVP. Milos Teodosic won Rookie of the Year, which can't really happen considering how unfortunately he's out for the year. Tyler Johnson won 6th Man of the Year. Andre Drummond won DPOY. Kyle O'Quinn won Most Improved Player. And Mike D'Antoni won Coach of the Year, and the Rockets went 68-14. The All-NBA first team contains James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and LeBron James, and DeMarcus Cousins. The All-NBA second team contains none of our players. The All-NBA third team contains none of our players. The All-Defense first team doesn't contain any of our players, nor does the All-Defense second team. The All-Rookie first team contains Lonzo Ball and Markelle Fultz. Look, the All-Rookie second team is looking good as well, although I believe Dennis Smith Jr. is going to finish on the first team. The Cleveland Cavaliers finished with a 47-35 record, which is 1 game worse than the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, time to simulate the playoffs and see how this goes. In the playoffs, the Los Angeles Lakers seem to... They get eliminated in the first round by the Minnesota Timberwolves, whereas the Cavaliers seem to have advanced and they're going up against the Milwaukee Bucks, and they make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Oh my goodness, they make it to the NBA Finals against the Houston Rockets without Kyrie Irving or LeBron James. Guys, let me know in the comment section if you would like to see a remix of this What If on NBA Live 18. But the Houston Rockets seem to be the NBA champions for year 1. Going into the offseason, doesn't look like anyone on our team is going to retire, but Dirk Nowitzki is going to finally call it quits. And this is a pretty big draft lottery if you're the Cleveland Cavaliers. But bear in mind, they did change the way the lottery is done, so it's kind of a level playing field. Let's see the odds here. All right, 14 is going to go to the Blazers. Let's see if we could accelerate this a little bit. Oh, okay. All right, let's see. You know what? Let's just skip to the end, shall we? I'm not down for the suspense. Looks like the Cavaliers get the 8th pick in the draft. All right, so let's see how the draft goes. The Chicago Bulls have the top pick, which isn't really much of a stretch. They definitely are, in my opinion, the worst team in the NBA, who seem to really need it the most. And they're going to take Colin Sexton with the #1 overall pick. I haven't really scouted players from this year's NCAA, considering the fact that, well, the NCAA season hasn't started, but so far, as of the creation of this video, Luka Doncic is considered the top player and the top prospect. So is he going to go here, #2 to the Miami Heat? No, they're going to take Marvin Bagley III out of Duke. And hey, still a great pick. I guess Luka Doncic isn't really valued in this game, which of course there's always been suspect draft logic in the history of 2K, so I don't think it's the biggest deal on earth, but still, in my opinion, I think he's the top player. But if you guys disagree, let me know who you think the top player in this draft is going to be. It could be this guy, Michael Porter Jr., although he's going #3 to the Sacramento Kings. Personally, I would like to see that. A combo of De'Aaron Fox and MPJ sounds like a good team to watch, especially with how fast De'Aaron Fox could get up and down the floor. All right, here we go. #4. Is this where Luka goes? If this is where Luka goes, that's sad because, all right, Mohamed Bamba, that makes sense. They need someone to take over for the void Dirk Nowitzki's going to leave. That does make sense. I do like that. Luka Doncic goes to the Hawks at #5, and they're going to get a great player, bro. Here we go. Let's see #6. Hamidou Diallo. He decided to stay in Kentucky for 1 more year. He was considered the 18th pick last year, or if he was to declare like a lottery pick. Looks like he raised his stock, and he betting on himself did work out. DeAndre Ayton does take a little bit of a tumble before the Cleveland Cavaliers come up and have their pick. And with the 8th pick in the NBA draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select Kevin Knox out of Kentucky University to replace the void LeBron James has left. A pretty wonky draft, and I don't think this is what's going to happen at all in the real draft, especially the whole Colin Sexton thing. He's projected to go #10, but who knows what's to happen by the end of this year. The Cavaliers also selected Raleigh Alkins with their 2nd pick. As for the Lakers, they only had a second rounder, and you know, I didn't think that was a big deal. They selected Reggie Schmidt. LeBron James accepted his player option to stay with the Lakers for one more year, whereas Kevin Durant seemed to have declined his. The Lakers do have some decisions to make. Primarily, Julius Randle is leaving. Will they re-sign him, or will they opt to sign a big name free agent? Let's find out. So in year 2, the Cavaliers parted ways with Dwayne Wade and Isaiah Thomas and looked to hit the reset button. So the Lakers were able to come out of the offseason with LeBron James, DeMarcus Cousins, and Paul George. Now let's see how the Lakers do with this brand new team, because despite how stacked this team is, it still may not be enough to compete with the loaded Western Conference. But they started out with a 97% chemistry, and they haven't lost a game yet. I'm pretty sure, now that I think about it, they lost to the Warriors. I'm pretty sure now that I think about it, a big three of Paul George, DeMarcus Cousins, and LeBron James that has Lonzo Ball leading the way would be downright unstoppable, but we're gonna have to wait and see for ourselves. So at the halfway point, the Los Angeles Lakers have a 24-11, well now 24-12 record, and that is not even good enough for first place in the Western Conference. I'm assuming the Golden State Warriors are still the best team in the West. Cavaliers aren't playing as strongly, although they are still in the playoff race, which isn't too bad. It's not as much as a drop off as I expected, considering the fact that they're rebuilding, but bear in mind the East got considerably weaker, so who knows what's to happen to the Cavs. Guys, if you have any suggestions for other what ifs you would like to see, let me know in the comments section down below. I'm trying to return to my schedule of daily uploads for you guys, maybe even multiple uploads in a day. Looks like the Cavaliers are going to make this playoff push, as they're 6th in the East currently with a 38-35 record. My prediction is they should be able to finish, oh my goodness, how'd they blow out the Washington Wizards 140-102? Goodness, man. Wow, look at this. They're 3rd in the conference. Is it that like head and head? Is it that neck and neck? Oh my goodness, now they're 5th. Now they're 6th. Now they're 7th. What? So it looks like James Harden wins another MVP trophy. Colin Sexton wins Rookie of the Year. Jeremy Lin wins 6th Man of the Year. Rudy Gobert wins DPOY, and Will Barton wins Most Improved Player. Wow, 15 points for him. Mike D'Antoni wins yet another Coach of the Year award. LeBron James doesn't make the All-NBA first team. Instead, he makes the All-NBA second team. And I apologize, I failed to show this previously. LeBron finished with 20.6 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 6.8 assists per game. In the previous year, he finished with 22.8 points per game, 8 rebounds per game, and 7 assists per game. Paul George saw a dip in numbers as well, as he finished with 26.6 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 3.5 assists per game. He finished all the All-NBA third team. DeMarcus Cousins isn't on any of these teams, which is kind of scary considering how, you know, thin centers are nowadays. He's not on the defensive teams either, and looks like the Cavaliers pick of Kevin Knox didn't make any of the all-rookie teams. Lonzo Ball finished with 12.4 points per game, 4 rebounds per game, and 9.5 assists per game to go with 2 steals, which is significantly greater than his first year. Marcus Cousins had a significant dip in his numbers, as he dipped to 16 points per game, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists, which is to be expected because big men usually regress the most when they join super teams. Brandon Ingram seems to slightly have improved this year after taking a bit of a dip his previous year, but he isn't showing the Lakers what they were hoping to see, and he's starting to trend towards the draft bust label. Going into the NBA playoffs, the Los Angeles Lakers are a 3rd seed, whereas the Cleveland Cavaliers are a 7th seed. Let's simulate and see where each team gets to. So it looks like the Los Angeles Lakers were able to sweep the Clippers, and they have their biggest test of the playoffs against the Warriors, as the Cavaliers get eliminated in the second round. The Lakers also got eliminated after blowing a lead to the Warriors. The NBA Finals seems to have Indiana going up against Golden State, where Golden State would end up winning. But my question is, who's on Indiana? Why did Indiana do so well? Who's on? Victor Oladipo, Sabonis, Greg Monroe. Wow, I guess it's just a product of a very nice scheme, because I don't see anyone on their team that would like push them to the next level. That is pretty crazy. Wow, looks like the Warriors also got Lance Stevenson. Now, after 2 years of simulation, you can see that the Cavaliers did regress a little bit, and the Los Angeles Lakers were not good enough to take down the other big players in the Western Conference. Now, this could be attributed to two things. Either NBA 2K simulation is a little broken, or the competition in the West is so dense that even a big three of DeMarcus Cousins, LeBron James, and Paul George, combined with Lonzo Ball and Brandon Ingram, wouldn't be enough to take down the big players in the West. What do you guys think would happen if LeBron James joined the Lakers? Do you think the result would have been different? Would you like to see me recreate this in NBA Live 18? Let me know in the comment section down below. Besides that, I'm your boy, TheFlightMike, and I'll catch you guys later.